you are the enemy of the people. Go ahead.
Donald Trump is known for his attacks on the media, but a new report on press freedom says the constant onslaught leads to a loss of confidence in mainstream outlets. The report says it's a template being copied by so-called populist leaders elsewhere in the world. It highlights Viktor Orban in Hungary and Serbia's Aleksandar Vučić as two leaders who've concentrated media ownership in supporters' hands, pushing critical voices to the margins. Journalists no longer believe the US will help when basic rights are violated.
Here in the United States, we really need to think about the example that we're setting. President Trump's attacks on the press are really, really toxic, both here at home and in the world. And we need to turn that around and to strengthen our press freedom at home.
The report also discusses the death of Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi, killed in the Saudi consulate in Istanbul last year. It says while his death is perhaps the most famous case, it's hardly unique, with journalists all around the world at risk almost every single day. Freedom House says the biggest drops in press freedom have come in Eurasia and the Middle East, North Africa areas. The report says examples include new legislative restrictions in Belarus, further arrests and convictions in Lebanon, and heightened insecurity and fatalities in war-torn Yemen.
People within countries need to understand the value of the independent press, the value that it can bring to their country and how it helps promote everybody's freedom.
Freedom House insists it's not all bad news. It highlights Ethiopia, Malaysia, Armenia, Ecuador and Gambia as places where improvement in democracy have led to parallel gains in media freedom. And it says media freedom can easily bounce back from even long periods of authoritarian intervention. But there's a warning too about social media and how authoritarian governments and outside actors can manipulate the online space to manipulate and undermine democracy. It calls on the tech giants and governments to improve transparency, which in turn improves press freedom and by extension democracy itself. Alan Fisher, Al Jazeera, Washington.